Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about having a Cancer Sun and a Scorpio Ascendant in a natal chart. Now, having a Cancer Sun and Scorpio Ascendant, the person is going to have their outer demeanor is going to be very Scorpio-like, and it's your astrological mask or facade, and it's going to be a lot more mysterious, more secretive, a lot more intense than the typical Cancer Sun. This person might not be so would want to talk so readily regarding their family life and things pertaining to their home and family in general as the typical Cancer Sun. This person will probably be a little bit more willful, a little more persistent, and have very strong resiliency, and more so than the average Cancer Sun. It will be more of I guess you could say, more of a fixed type personality, and a lot more persistence than the typical Cancer Sun. Now, the thing about this is that the Cancer traits, characteristics, the Sun in Cancer characteristics may come out through the Scorpio outer demeanor, which is of course the Scorpio Ascendant, and this person might show their Cancer, their Sun in Cancer, perhaps the clinginess might come out in a very emotionally intense type Scorpio manner, and this person might be kind of that one that might like to be like that dominant one in the home and be able to have control, not necessarily overly controlling or domineering, but maybe be that one that has the more control in the household. Now, you look at this, and the Sun sign represents our basic wants, and the Ascendant or rising sign is the manner or method in which one may attain these basic wants. Now, the Sun in Cancer, the basic wants can be connected with having a good home and family life, emotional security, ability to care and be protective and be nurturing. And in doing so, this could come out, as far as the Scorpio Ascendant goes, having a Scorpio rising, perhaps the manner and method in which one attains this can be through Scorpio-like things. It can be maybe perhaps through astrology, maybe as far as like a Scorpio-like profession, could be astrology or something connected with the occult, supernatural, psychology, perhaps working in investigation, forensics, working as a detective, getting down to the bottom of things. This could be somebody that might be someone that likes to deeply research matters pertaining to their home and family. And the thing about this is a person that, because of the Sun in Cancer into intuition and sensitivity, combined with the Scorpio rising ability to penetrate and be very piercing regarding people's subterfuges and duplicity. This could be that person that could tell right away, more so than the average person, if someone is lying or prevaricating, and be able to judge their character very intuitively. Now, a lot too depends on the aspects that the Sun, or I should say the aspect that the Sun in Cancer makes to the Scorpio Ascendant. Now, if somebody has, say, the Sun in Cancer and Scorpio Ascendant, and they have a trine aspect, which happens in many cases, well, let's say somebody has the Sun in Cancer at 21 degrees and Scorpio Ascendant at 19 degrees. This would form a trine aspect, which is positive and auspicious. And you could have a very good positive blending of the Scorpio rising characteristics and the Sun in Cancer tendencies and traits. Now, let's say, though, however, you can have an out of sign inconjunct aspect take place between the Sun in Cancer and Scorpio Ascendant. For example, let's say somebody has the Sun in Cancer at 1 degree and a Scorpio Ascendant at 29 degrees. Well, this could cause a little bit of exasperation and tension within the person, and even if they're not cognizant of their astrological placements, they may feel that they're projecting something in their outer demeanor, which is maybe a lot different than what is going on inside, represented by their sun sign. So this is an adverse aspect. And another example of an adverse aspect, let's say somebody has, they can have an out of sign square take place between the Cancer Sun and Scorpio Ascendant. Let's say somebody has the Cancer Sun at 29 degrees and a Scorpio Ascendant at 2 degrees. This would form an out of sign square aspect, and which would be adverse, and in what I described before, like the inconjunct, could have those feelings of being perhaps misconstrued or misunderstood by others, and it could cause some inner tension and could cause some exasperation inside because of this. Now, let's say, though the Scorpio rising will come out, and at least in most cases, I believe, comes out stronger than the Sun in Cancer with this, as far because the rising sign is that outer demeanor, and it's what's projected outwardly and expressed more readily to others. Even if the Cancer Sun traits are going to be suppressed to some degree, they could still come out strongly, perhaps in the house that it resides in. Let's say somebody has the Sun in Cancer and Scorpio Ascendant, and their Sun in Cancer is in the 7th house. Well, this clinging, this nurturing, sympathetic side may come out in their relationships, in their partnerships, situations. And let's say that somebody has the Sun in Cancer, perhaps in their, let's say in their, not perhaps, in their 8th house. Now, if it's in the 8th house, these qualities, the Cancer energy, as far as the sensitivity and the strong emotional nature, may come out perhaps through their sex partner, perhaps comes out maybe in things connected with transformation and that protectiveness, perhaps in others' resources. Now, let's say that somebody has the Sun in Cancer in the 9th house. Well, these things could, the Cancer energy may come out strongly in things connected with higher education, matters connected with in-laws, if applicable. Let's say perhaps even in their philosophies, there might be a lot of emotional energy put into this, and a lot of that Cancer. You could say that even that nurturing quality might be connected with this, and things connected with long distance travel as well. A lot of sensitivity, perhaps matters pertaining to this. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for having the Sun in Cancer and a Scorpio Ascendant in a natal chart. And stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about having the Sun in Cancer and Sagittarius Ascendant in a natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel, but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone. Because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.